Hello, welcome to the New School Applicant webinar presented by the Private Career School Licensing Unit at the Higher Education Coordinating Commission. My name is Kaya Sorensen, and I am the Deputy Director for Private Post-Secondary Education at the HECC.
We are excited for you to watch this presentation, which may answer a few questions you may have on the new school application process. We have good people working here at the HECC that have had a major part in making of this webinar and to help schools such as yours can start their journey. They are helpful and experienced to guide you during this process. The list of our amazing PCS team is on the slide showing on your screen. Any one of them are here to help you succeed, first in the application phase and continuing on to operating your school. You will get to know us a little bit better as time goes on. This webinar will provide you with an overview of the licensing process so you can move through the process feeling confident about how the process works, and you can move through as efficiently as possible. As you can see on the slide, the first thing to do when you're interested in opening a private career school is you must first do your homework. This may involve gathering a team and/or conducting research so that you are prepared and ready to begin the licensure process. Once you have the information and resources you need, you can download our initial new school packet from our website or reach out to a specialist for the new school packet. The packet contains all the information we need to schedule your new school interview. If you have questions about the forms, please feel free to reach out to our staff. It is important that you fill out the application with accurate information. Once you have successfully completed your initial new school interview and the specialists give you the green light to proceed with submitting your non-refundable application fee, you can continue on with the 8 steps of the application process. When submitting your information, please label the steps before submitting with the name of the school and the step that you are on. Most importantly, ask any questions you have before completing some of the complex areas of the application and/or steps so that you don't waste your valuable time going down the wrong path. We can't guide you if you don't let us know you need help. Who can assist you? There are many resources available to you to help you navigate this process. Look at this list and bring in as many as you need to help you. If you're unfamiliar with preparing a curriculum or syllabus or a business plan, bring in a specialist or anyone on the list we have provided that can assist you. There are many other resources available to you as well. A trip to the library or a search on the internet may answer some of your questions.
In summary, when beginning the new school application licensure process, it's important to gather a team who will be able to advise or assist you with opening and operating a private career school. It's also important to complete your new school interview packet and schedule a new school interview. Once you've completed that interview, you can then pay your initial new school licensure fee, which again is a non-refundable fee. Once this fee has been paid, your specialist will work with you to complete the next 8 steps. This is a collaborative process, so please feel free to reach out to your specialist with any questions you have about the application. And finally, please note that we regularly have a high number of new school applicants, and as a result, we have a queue. This means it can take at least 6 months to complete the licensure process. Please take this into account as you plan to open your new school. The following slides contain a high-level overview of our application process. For more detailed information, you can reach out to your assigned specialist.
Please take note of each of the 8 steps showing on this slide. The next 8 slides will go into more detail for each step. One of our specialists will be there to guide you along the way. Step 1 starts with an idea of creating and operating a new school, and over time and during this application process, develops into creating the 8-step basis for your school's foundation. Each step that comes afterward builds upon that foundation. Step 1 is broken up into 2 parts. We will help guide you during the initial interview to assess your readiness to start the application process. Once you have been approved to continue to the next phase of Step 1, you will need to pay the new school application fee and your journey will continue.
Step 2, Curriculum and Advisory Committee. The foundation of your training learning is the curriculum you teach. While you are the experts for what needs to be taught, HECC requires your curriculum be taught using a proven instructional design framework based on industry standards, demonstratable competencies, and assessment of those demonstrations. Your instructional design framework will also incorporate core abilities, which are transferable skills that can be used every day in any situation. Instructional design is the framework for how you present and organize the content of your curriculum. Along with HECC forms and tools, you will also utilize your advisory committee, which is made up of people working in your field of training. They will review and evaluate your curriculum to help ensure you are teaching the skills that will allow your graduates to succeed.
Step 3 is important to create your school's admissions process and the documentation and structure you will need for admitting students. The enrollment agreement is an integral part of your school's foundation. Decisions will need to be made regarding student requirements for attending your school, such as the age of the students you will accept and whether they will need to have a high school diploma or equivalent, and more. Since the enrollment agreement is a contract between you and the student, you will need to put in writing the process, guidelines, and obligations they will need to follow and what the student can expect from your school. There are also several elements required by rule to be listed in the enrollment agreement, which will be listed in your Step 3 packet and can be looked up in the Oregon Administrative Rule. We will review, request edits, or approve all your admission documents during Step 3 and annually thereafter.
Step 4 focuses on student files, reports, records, and transcript maintenance. It provides the timeline of how long schools must maintain student records and transcripts. This section also outlines the specific information that must be included in the student records. Sample forms are provided for reference and use if needed.
In Step 5, you will develop your catalog, which may take some time. These are the policies and the guidelines the student and the school will need to abide by. We provide you with a list of required components that will need to be included in the catalog, but you may also consider reviewing a school catalog from an established private career school in your field. A very clear, concise, and detailed catalog may help you avoid any potential complaints from students.
In Step 6, we will focus on creating your course syllabi. The course syllabus is the document that tells students everything that will happen in a particular class or program. In some cases, you may have one syllabus for the whole program. In other cases, especially for longer programs, each class or course may have its own syllabus. The syllabus is like a roadmap and is an agreement between student and teacher. It outlines how the course will proceed and the expectations for all. When you are ready for Step 6, HECC will provide a sample syllabus for you to start with. This will include the description of what needs to be included in each of the 8 required elements shown on your screen.
Oregon Administrative Rule requires schools to provide training and set minimum expectations for all instructional personnel and their supervisors. Step 7 addresses the specific components that must be included in the school's personnel policies.
Congratulations, you made it to Step 8, the final step. In Step 8, we require multiple things. One of the things we do require is that you submit a legal structure for your business. This will be also submitted or registered with the Oregon Secretary of State's office. We do require that you submit registrations for your director, teachers, and agents. Other forms include are more focused on the location, like the fire inspection, or if there's any city code requirements. Also, we do require a business plan that includes financial projections. If a school were to close, we do require that you submit a school closure plan. The school may want to advertise that we need to have information about your advertising that meets the needs of our administrative rule. We do require in this step that you submit a tuition protection fund capitalization deposit. This deposit is submitted to us in order to protect students if a school were to close. And then one of the other items that we do require is a signature and declaration. This allows us to understand who the actual owner is of your school. Thank you for taking the time to do step 8.
The HECC does have authority to accept and resolve complaints if those student complaints involve alleged rule violations for PCS schools, and if the students have either exhausted or made a good faith effort to exhaust the grievance process at the school before coming to the HECC. The most common complaints we get from students involve students who have been terminated involuntarily from their programs, students who've had changes to their academic programs made by the school, often without any changes to the enrollment agreement, students who've had problems in their student records, such as missing time records, missing exam information, missing progress reports, and so on, and students who are not happy with the disability accommodations provided by their school. Every school, no matter how well it is run, will have student complaints from time to time. Your enrollment agreement, your catalog, and your other policy documents should make it clear to students how they can raise complaints within the school, informally at first and formally after that, so that it's less likely these complaints will ever come to the HECC.
This slide contains some general tips for success as you work through your new school application process. The most important, though, is to read and follow the instructions, completely fill out all aspects of your application, reach out to a specialist if you have questions, and make sure you double check your work to make sure the numbers add up, you're using consistent terms, consistent numbers in your materials. These basic things will help you move through the application process more quickly and efficiently. Thank you for watching our new school application presentation. We hope it has provided you with a helpful overview of our new school application process. After watching our presentation, you're now ready to request a new school application packet. Please contact us at infopps@hec.oregon.gov to get one of those packets. According to Oregon rules, until you have received a license from the HECC, it's important for you to know that you can't advertise your school, you cannot solicit students, you cannot accept applications or enrollment fees, full or partial tuition payments, or any kind of fee to reserve a potential student's place in your school. You cannot define or hold yourself out as a career school. If you have questions about this, please reach out to the specialist who has been assigned to you. Again, thank you for taking the time to watch this new school application presentation. If you have any additional questions, please let us know at infopps@hec.oregon.gov or feel free to contact us at the phone number listed on this slide. Thank you.